Hi, friends. It's Miss Everett again from over at Flint Hill Elementary. And today we're going to talk about idioms. Idioms are used every day. I hear them all the time, but I guess we don't know what they are sometimes. But idioms are expressions which are different from the usual meaning of the individual word. Like sayings like, it's raining cats and dogs. So it's we say one thing, but we mean another. But before we get into the idioms that I have picked out, let's see what Tim and Moby have to say about idioms. This will help us a lot in understanding idioms.
Hey, Moby. What's in the bag? Yikes. Dear Tim and Moby, what are idioms? Sincerely, Eric. An idiom is an expression whose meaning is completely different from what its words seem to say. Instead, it has a figurative meaning, an additional layer of understanding known only to those who are already familiar with the idiom. For example, to let the cat out of the bag is an idiom that really means to reveal a piece of information, often a secret.
Right. Some of us have heard that before. Oh, you let the cat out the bag. Yeah, it means to tell a secret. Some of you probably already heard that one.
If you didn't know that figurative meaning, the words by themselves wouldn't make much sense at all. After all, who actually keeps cats in bags? And what do either have to do with secrets? All idioms share three common features. First, the intended meaning is totally unrelated to the literal meaning of the phrase.
Absolutely unrelated.
And you can't just substitute a word in the expression with a similar word. Like, you couldn't say, let the dog out of the bag, and have it mean the same thing. Finally, you can't modify an idiom's words with adjectives and other words. You might get some funny looks if you say, let the yellow cat out of the large bag to mean tell a secret. Well, a lot of idioms have really cool origins. Take shake a leg, which is another way to say hurry up. Some people think it's related to the expression show a leg, used by officers in the 18th century British Royal Navy to order sailors out of bed. Each sailor had to stick his leg out of his bunk to prove that he was awake. Yeah, just about every idiom is specific to a certain culture or language.
Hmm.
You probably know what shake a leg means if you speak English, and definitely if you're an 18th century British sailor. But outsiders can get pretty confused. Most idioms lose their meaning when translated into other languages. Still, idioms are a useful tool because they help make writing more colorful.
They make writing much more interesting when you add in idioms because we understand some idioms. But did you hear what he said? Like sometimes you may go to another country or even, you come from a different family and some families may even have like idioms they use, but other families may not know what they are.
Well, you tell me, which is more interesting to read? Worthington had a big problem, or Worthington had a monkey on his back? Yeah, I guess monkeys do make everything more interesting.
Hmm.
Anyway, there are literally thousands of idioms out there.
Look at that, eat your heart out, beat around the
William
bush.
Shakespeare himself coined more than 2,000 English idioms that we still use today. Well, a cliche is an idea or expression that's been overused to the point where it's boring and corny.
Hmm.
Home sweet home and have a nice day are two cliches you've probably seen and heard a lot.
Yes, we've
Obviously,
all
you
heard
want
it.
to avoid using cliches in anything you write. Problem is, it's not always easy to tell the difference between a cliche and an idiom because they're both well-used expressions. And actually, idioms can become cliches if they get overused. Well, you know how back in the 1990s everyone started saying, show me the money? It
Hmm.
was used in a famous movie, and it became an idiom meaning basically, give me what I really want. Within a couple
Do you
years,
remember
it was
that?
completely played out. You'd see it on bumper stickers, in ads, in
Yes.
other movies, on TV. You couldn't get away from it. So now it's a cliche. Well, the term cliche can apply to more than just words. Objects, situations, even personality traits can become cliches as long as they keep popping up. Moby? That bucket's only for kicking.
Now, you see, we know so many idioms, and you know a lot that you don't even think that you know. So let's go over a few. And then what I'm going to have you do at the end is you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to write down some idioms you know and write their meanings. Okay. So let's look at this one. Those girls are two peas in a pod. Now, you may have never heard of it. You may have heard of it, but what does it mean? So if you're thinking, you're like, look at these peas in a pod. But that's not what it means. Look at this. They're best friends. Two peas in a pod mean that people are best friends. Doesn't that make sense? What about break a leg? Now, this is a term I've always heard in dance, and it definitely doesn't mean break a leg. We say it. Let's see. We don't want anybody, it doesn't look like it's moving, but that's okay. It's not moving, but it's not break a leg. It means good luck. Oh, here it is. Oh, well, I don't want that to go. Break a leg means good luck. Now, my hands are tied. Oh, I'm sure you've heard that one before, but maybe you haven't. But just in case you haven't, that one means, think about it, my hands are tied. My hands are tied. That one means there's nothing I can do. What about it's raining cats and dogs? I know we've heard that one. Is it that? No, we'll be hurt if it was that. What about that? Yes. Raining cats and dogs means it's raining really, really hard. Let's see if we have some other ones. It's a piece of cake. Have you heard that one? Is it that? That looks really good. But a piece of cake doesn't mean that, does it? A piece of cake. Can we all do 1 + 1? 0 + 0? Yeah, and it's easy, right? So a piece of cake means that it's easy. It's easy for me. So let's see what else we have here. Say what you mean, please. And we're going to stop there because idioms are not anything that they don't mean the same thing as what we're saying. So look at some of these on here. You caught my eye. Does anybody catch your eye? That just means that it got your attention. I'll keep an eye out for you. No one's keeping an eye out, but it means I'll watch for you. I'll look for you, right? My heart is racing. You see these? My heart is racing. You know, it means I'm probably scared of something. My eyes are bigger than my stomach. Have you heard that? I mean, my mom said that to me all the time. Your eyes are bigger than your stomach. Meaning I wanted more food than I could handle, right? So it is just all of these things. And what you're going to do now, and you can go back and watch the video over, and you can go back and you can look at my idioms. But what you're going to do is write a list of idioms that you know and write their meanings, okay? And then you should be good to go because when we start doing proverbs and adages, you already know where we're going, okay? So rewatch the video and write down some idioms that you know and write the meanings, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Rewatch the video if you need to, okay? Don't forget, you can look at the video again. All right, guys, you have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.